may just be getting right here.
I mean, I'm excited, looking forward to it. The time difference be darned. I mean, right now it's like 4:52 a.m., almost into 5 in the morning for me, at least, for Ruben here. Time difference overseas. But as we focus back on the match at hand, MRPro forcing another map. Still alive and still in it, at least 1 to 2 here. Picks and bans, though. No more Doctor Strange. No Namor. So the target ban against Kaidia still out in full swing, but protects onto the Hawkeye as well as the Adam Warlock.
I really like the protect on Hawkeye because, hey, listen, if you ban Kaidia's Namor, we're just going to make sure that he's on a Hawkeye, and you're not going to be able to do anything to stop him because this guy is a menace on that hero. And in retaliation to the Adam Warlock protect, Marvel Rivals decided to ban Mantis instead of Star-Lord, which is interesting because now we're probably expecting to see a Luna and Adam Warlock composition from Marvel Rivals pros as they ban Happy's Psylocke, unfortunately. Brings me great sadness as I was really excited to watch Happy play the Psylocke, but they did leave the Hela open for him. Oh no. Ooh. Oh, things might not be looking too good for Marvel Rivals pros as we put Happy on Hela and Kaidia on the Hawkeye. I anticipate that this game is going to be 100% about which team has the better Hela and Hawkeye, and Marvel Rivals pros, they're not even running the Hawkeye. They are just running the Hela, and they are running that same triple support composition. Not the same triple support composition. They are running a triple support composition that they ran last match. Wait. Okay. No. That's not right.
Yeah, hold on. Figure things out here.
4 supports. That's not. They're just grabbing armor. Ignore fun. They're running 3 support. Yeah, they're confusing me. They're swapping heroes around too much. My brain is exploding. Okay, they are going to walk out of spawn on 3 supports, a different 3 support composition than last time because Mantis got banned. So in place of the Mantis, they are running the Loki, which I'm really excited to see because that means that you just get another Luna Snow ultimate on your team, which is always really strong.
And not only that, on the side of MRPro, good team up that we do like to see sometimes is the Hela and the Lawfire and Reborn. So even if your Loki goes down, you find one Crow still able to get a revive. So a bit of that Adam Warlock action with no Adam Warlock involved. But if you are MRPro, obviously you're going to be having that strategist involved. But if we are on the side of Invincible here, Kaidia will get a couple picks, good destruction off these walls, playing to the high ground really well. But now moving bend around the corner. A little more careful, especially in getting a lot of these picks. Shielding up on the side of MRPro, especially back on defense.
Yeah, Marvel Rivals Pros is forced surprisingly far back as they kind of have to give up this corner to Invincible because, I mean, this map is just so strong for Hela and for Hawkeye. So the fact that they're running both of those characters and Marvel Rivals Pros may put them at a slight disadvantage, but it doesn't seem to matter as Marvel Rivals Pros Asvd manages to pick off Happy, which spells success for them in the very near future as he continues holding this high ground, and that is going to be the main objective for Invincible right here. They are going to have to take this high ground away from Asvd because whoever controls the high ground has control over the entire first point right here.
Good retake on the convoy at that, but getting a little too close for comfort. That is going to have to be the Hulk popping the ulti just to be able to sustain a little longer on the life lead and into the health as well. Get him with the damage, wreck things just a little further more for just MRPro to keep the momentum going against Invincible, as NECA would still have access to the Meteor M just momentarily, and then that Loki clone of the ultimate could be just as nasty as they come. But as I say that, down below, pop another ultimate side of Invincible, going at it with the Luna Snow ulti. Fate of both worlds really playing well into it, and now just to see Dobby, he's having to go into the backstab, into the totems as well, off the health, and copies instead the Luna Snow for a sustain of their own.
And while Loki is a great hero on his own, the greatest part about him is that you can have a second Luna Snow ultimate on your team. I mean, what's not to love? As Happy goes into his Hella ult and is absolutely tearing everyone up, but it might not matter as No Limit revives 3 people, and Asmodee responds by actually successfully picking off Invincible's Hulk. So what a huge, gigantic Hella ult from Happy, and one even bigger revive from No Limit. That is so clutch.
And a Karmic Resurgence, big one, and that one we've seen previously why the Adam Warlock tends to get banned, even going into Yggdrasil path. And that revive is just too powerful to pass up. I say that. Fun. I'd be having fun with the current backline situation, especially if you are Neko here. Good targeting, but might not be enough. The Loki clones came up just in time, providing much needed help. If you're on the side of MR Pro, thankfully so, stay alive for a little longer. Invincible, however, now opting in for full-on range. Exiled momentarily off the hole. Now playing into Gamma Clap. Nice on top of that. Chasing down to Loki. That's another one with Dobby going out.
I mean, this fight is looking pretty good for Invincible as Kaidia just starts cleaning everyone up at the very end of the fight. I mean, No Limit is looking to go for a self-res, but I'm not sure if he's actually going to commit to it because, I mean, this fight is pretty said and done in Invincible's favor as they capture the first point and go into the second with only 2 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock, which isn't a ton of time, so it's looking pretty good for both teams. This is a very evenly matched game right now because no one is really at a stark advantage here. But Invincible is taking a lot of space on the second point here as Marvel Rivals comes back to the fight with 3 ultimates in the bank for them, while Invincible is ready to just dump everything that they have into the second point so that they can capture it. Because, I mean, again, 2 minutes is not a ton of time, and Fun is looking to contest the DPS that are chilling on the high ground because he can't really be having them there. Otherwise, the Hella and the Hawkeye are just going to do whatever they want to his team.
I have to say, speaking of the Hawkeye, you can tell that Fun was really wanting to dive on top of that, but then got exiled at the last second, so dive interrupted, allowing Invincible a little bit of room for reprieve. I don't know if I could say the same coming in off the Magneto ulti and Elite Choppa fighting Kaidia, and now back up in the skies, ASD, the Hella ulti. Not really playing that much into it though. Goddess of Death kind of nullified here by the Luna Snow, fate of both worlds.
Yeah, the Hella ult does not get a ton of value, but at least it does force out a support ult, which is really huge, as Marvel Rivals is kind of just sitting and waiting for something to happen as Invincible's Hulk goes down, and now they have to back up and regroup, because with only a minute left, they don't have a lot of time to make things work. I mean, they have the Hawkeye ultimate, they have the Magneto ultimate, but with that being everything in their arsenal, this is looking like it's going to be a difficult but not impossible 40-second attack for Invincible right here. They're going to really want to capture this second point, and oh man, Invincible's Hulk is doing everything he can to their support line, but they're doing such a good job keeping each other up. They have so much sustain, it's impossible to make a meaningful dent for him.
A 1% chance, but never 0. We're counting on just yet. Now, off the sustain with the Loki clones, but that's the Meteor M slam dunk, but more of a brick, depending on who you ask. And Elite Choppa has no choice but to follow it up with the shrapnel pick on the Kaidia ASD against Happy here. Another elimination clean at that one, seemingly pushing Invincible further back than I have expected to see them here. MR Pro capitalizing, now sends it into overtime.
And I mean, Marvel Rivals pros not only, they will have to go into the, doesn't touch in time. That's so tragic.
No.
Invincible just barely missed the objective. They did not manage to recontest with enough time. Oh, that is so tragic. And the thing is, Marvel Rivals pros did have a lot of ultimates going into that last fight that they saved up for the recontest, but the recontest never happened. So they had nothing to worry about, and now on the attack, Marv2lRiva1s Pros is going to have to capture the first point, and they're also going to have to push it just as far as Invincible did, which honestly shouldn't be too daunting of a task. They didn't push it that far, but this is still very winnable for Invincible because, again, like I said, on this first point, Hella and Hawkeye are so strong. It's going to be really difficult to do something about them and take them down. Is Marv2lRiva1s Pros going to adjust their composition or in any way at all? Or are they going to run the same thing and hope that it works on attack just as well as it did on the defense?
Of course, getting the armor packs just momentarily. Obviously, we're not going to see Rocket Raccoon. This is just a little bit for strategy moving forward. But now if you're on the side of Invincible, interesting swaps. 1, 2, possibly 3 Vanguard play we're moving into with Happy now, interestingly enough, on the Groot.
The battle starts in 5.
Happy on the Groot? That can't be right. There's no way he's actually gonna go Groot, is he? We've never seen him play a Vanguard before in this tournament, but it seems like that's exactly what he's gonna be doing as they roll out on the triple tank composition here. I am so excited to see what Happy's going to be able to do on this hero because, again, we've never seen him play any Vanguard before, and to not play Hawkeye whenever you protected him is pretty brave, but maybe they're acknowledging that maybe they just don't have they don't have enough bulk on their team and they gotta make up for it with Happy on the Groot. So let's see what
Exactly,
he's
gotta go for
capable
the builds
of.
here, especially off the walls. Reject and redirect if need be. Could protect from a lot of aerial projectiles. I wouldn't be surprised. And then the Spore Bomb along with the Groot ulti. The potential of that one as well. Neko gets momentarily stunned, but that's still gonna be MR Pro back on the Loki, focusing down, especially off the burst damage, going in with the wall, and that's actually gonna be good risk, good reward, finding a pick against No Limit here.
This comp is a really good answer to Marv2lRiva1s Pro's triple support composition because they may just lack the damage to be able to get through 3 walls of meat or 2 walls of meat in 1 tree. So, I mean, this is honestly a really smart play from Invincible. This is a really creative team comp that you don't really see come out too often, but it really is the perfect answer to what Marv2lRiva1s Pros is running as the Hella ult gets popped, raining down hell from above as NLE Choppa slam dunks on Invincible's Luna Snow. And this fight is still up to anybody, really, as Dobby goes down. And Invincible seems to be successfully holding right here. At least that's as far as I believe, unless Fun is able to just pull off some heroics right here.
Just round the corner, it looks to be Invincible. Left a little vulnerable here, but now Gamma Clap in from the Hulk. Let's try to find one more. NLE Choppa left exceptionally vulnerable, but still able to burst down the Hulk. No more rage, no more Gamma shielding on top of that. Kaidia focusing back at the point as soon as possible on the convoy, as Invincible really keeping a good hold here against MR Pro, Ruben.
Yeah, I'm really impressed with this hold, and I'm really impressed with the creative team composition because it really is the perfect answer to what Marv2lRiva1s Pros is running. How are they going to deal with the 3 tanks? There's just so much sustain, so much meat to get through. I mean, it's going to be really hard for them. And Invincible does have the Groot ultimate, and Kaidia is probably going to be there ready to follow up, just dink every single person in there. And as I say that, absolutely obliterates Asvit while Happy is on him as well. And I mean, we're seeing Invincible's HP pools go down and just keep going back up all the way to full immediately. They're just not able to finish anybody off, really.
And not just yet. Invincible really staggering in with the damage, but now we're finding successful eliminations off rip. If you are MR Pro, though, Fun back in full force. Everyone just stunned out of their minds now. Throw this back over to Neko, playing heavily into the shields, finds one off the shred, and that's gonna be trade for trade, pick for pick here on either side, bursting past the Loki totems and now going in for the full dive, getting the Luna Snow. Another elimination over to Fun on the side of MR Pro.
Yeah, no Hellas on the field, and the Luna Snow ult being popped by Invincible, by the Loki. And it seems like Marv2lRiva1s Pros is finally going to be able to break through this defense for now at the very least. if Invincible isn't able to recontest, but they may, as the Hulk seems to be able to get out, and he's probably going to be recontesting with the Hulk ult. So we're going to be looking at another fight right here, and in order to stay alive and not get KO'd by the Hela, both of them look at each other in the sky, both of them in ult, just having a little bit of a staring contest. But Asmodee comes out on top as Invincible's Hulk is just smashing everybody around, tossing them around, doing whatever he likes on the point because they just don't have enough damage to take him down.
And not just yet, especially off the Luna Snow, fate of both worlds, and really just the fate of Invincible, still finding another elimination, finding a few more, but on the side of MR Pro actually finding 3, and NL Choppa finishing off with a melee hit against DF against the Hulk, and it seems MR Pro settling things at 1-1 here. Invincible had at least one more chance to kind of stagger, set things in stone even further, but it's starting to get dangerous.
I mean, Invincible performed a marvelous hold on that first point there, forcing Marvel Rivals Pros into the overtime right there. So, I mean, that is nothing to be ashamed of. They only have 2 minutes left on the clock to make something work, and I fully believe in Invincible's capability to potentially hold this, especially as Dobby just gets picked off from across the map tragically. And No Limit sees the value in having them back and immediately pops the revive right there. Because, I mean, listen, I think reviving one player is more than enough value as Neko pops the Meteor M, wiping everyone off of Marvel Rivals, forcing them to respawn, regroup. A minute 30 left on the clock. They almost got it to the final point there, but not what? Wait.
Whoa, no way.
No way.
No way. No!
No
You're
way!
kidding!
Invincible C9's the objective as Marvel Rival Pros do the successful back cap. We have not seen that in the tournament yet. Oh my god! What a beautiful sneaky flank to capture the objective. That is insane. That is an insane way to tie the series, Marvel Rivals Pros. That was looking a little rough for them. They only had a minute left. They didn't have that many ults either. So, I mean, the fact that one of them was able to get on the flank, I still don't know who it was that made that play. But one of them went on the flank and actually successfully managed to back cap